Welcome. In this business finance lecture, we will be going over study problem 2-11 in page 48 from the 8th edition of our textbook. Here's a view of the problem. This is a rather long problem. I will highlight some key important facts of this problem. We are given a list of treasury bonds and listed according to their maturities, and also we are provided with their associated maturity risk premiums as well. It's also given that the real risk-free interest rate is 2.5% and the inflation is expected to be 2%. Because it is the US Treasury that is issuing these bonds, it is suggested that the default risk and liquidity risk is set at 0. Given that these inputs, we are to calculate the nominal interest rates for each of these different bond securities, treasury bond securities. Let's start by recalling the formula for nominal interest rate. Nominal interest is equal to real interest, risk-free of course, plus the inflation premium, plus default risk premium, plus maturity premium, plus liquidity premium. Recall that this formula applies to any financial security. In our case, we have treasury bonds, 4 different types of treasury bonds depending on their maturities. It's given that the real risk-free interest rate is 2.5%. The inflation risk premium is also given as 2%. The default risk premium is 0 because these are issued by the US Treasury Department. The maturity premium varies from bond to bond, and liquidity premium is again 0. Now all we need to do is to plug in the values for maturity premium for different treasury bonds. So let's start with the 0 to 1 year treasury bond. So for this bond, the formula will apply as 2.5% plus 2% plus the maturity premium for the 0 to 1 year bond is 0.05%. Adding these figures together, we find out that the nominal interest rate for 0 to 1 year treasury bonds is equal to 4.55%. In a similar way, we can calculate the other securities as well. So 2.5% is the real risk-free interest rate, 2% is the inflation rate, and the maturity premium for the 1 to 2 year treasury bond is 0.30%. As a result, the sum increases to 4.80%. Now the 2 to 3 year treasury bond, the nominal interest rate is again 2.5% plus 2% plus, in this case, the maturity premium is 0.60%. We come to a total of 5.10%. And finally, 3 to 4 year treasury bonds, the nominal interest rate for these bonds again is equal to the real risk-free interest rate plus the inflation premium plus the maturity premium of 0.90%, almost 1% there, and these would add up to 5.40%. And that pretty much completes our solution, and we are done.